eri helppo. 7 ja vasemmalle 3 oikee hidas risteys. Ja 5 ja vasen eri helppo 150. Huomio, nyppy oikee tosi hidas kirraa. 5 ja vasen eri tiukka. 8 oikee eri miinussumppu. Miinussumppu vasen eri lyhyt. 8 vasen nopea jatkuu, vasen hidas. 8 hidas ja oikee nopea. Tää nopea. 100 ja oikee eri sumppu, ei mennä Heiniko, sumppu 3 oikee nopea kirraa. 110 ja oikee eri pyöreä ahdasta. 100. Vasemmalle 4 vasen pitkä hidas.
Aika monta niruttelua.
Ei se mitään. Oikee eri helppo. 8 oikee tosi hidas takavino. Tos mäkin seisois. 9 ja vasen eri ahdas. Toista vasen eri ahdas. Ja vasen eri sumppu. 7 vasen eri jouhee. Olla vähän liukas. 7 ja vasen laita oikein nopee. 4 vasen pirun pitkä nopee. Jatku vasen eri 100 ja vasen nopee. Nopea sumppu 7 ja vasen hidas risteys kirraa. 5 ja oikee täys 150. Puhun tän. Stage is clear for Markus.
Se oli pahasti lopussa siinä.
Joo, se on leikattu aivan mudalla.
Mikä meidän aika on?
17.18.5.
Aha.
Rally New Zealand with its smooth flowing stages is one of the most exhilarating on the WRC calendar. Here Petter Solberg tackles one of its fastest stages, Waipu Caves.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go. 180, line into early, 5 right plus, half long.
Here Solberg's co-driver Phil Mills gives his guide to what the pace notes mean and what is particular to the notes for New Zealand.
What we do is we grade each corner into a number and we use 1 to 6, 1 being the slowest and 6 being the fastest. So if you can imagine each corner and each number as a gear, it wouldn't be far away. So a 4 right, for instance, would be a 4th gear right-hand corner. And then obviously the distances in between are in meters, very straightforward, but the numbers relate to the corners, and the corners are graded into almost gears. We then put a lot of fine-tuning into that, lots and lots of fine detail, putting pluses and minuses in, where to use full throttle, where to use left foot braking, all this sort of thing, keep in, keep outs, all these sort of fine-tuning, but if you keep to the basic, 1 to 6, that's how you'll understand it the best.
Don't cut, 3 right plus, half long.
New Zealand, very high speed, very fast, very flowing roads. Delivery of the notes before each corner and what is after each corner, very important, because you lose so much speed. There's no point braking very hard for a corner if there's, you know, a 200-meter straight after it. So delivery of the notes, very, very important. But lots of high-speed action in New Zealand. You know, it's very fast. One of the top average speed rallies of the year. It's very nice from a co-driver's point of view because there's no big holes or dips or jumps as such. There's only like 2 or 3 jumps in the whole rally, so it's very good from that point of view. You can just sit back in the seat and get on with your job.
Into early 5 right plus of a narrow bridge, and line into 2 left minus, tightens, opens half long, tightens 1 plus. 5 right plus half long, keep in, into 2 left plus, opens, into 6 right plus to Crest, into 6 left plus, opens long, keep in, and neat 2 right minus half long, tightens, opens 50, line into early short, 5 left minus, early 6 right minus of a Crest, into early 4 left minus, opens, and line into 5 right plus, tightens short 3, into 6 left plus, and 6 right plus long, into 6 left plus, 6 right plus, keep left of a crest, narrow short, 1 right, tightens narrow, 2 left minus, opens up long, tightens neat, 1 plus, opens 50. Line into 4 right plus, tightens 3, keep in, into 1 left plus, up long, tightens don't cut, into early 2 right minus, opens up long over crest, 80. Keep left of a crest, into cut, early 5 right minus, tightens 4 narrow, 20. 6 left plus, 40, keep left of a long crest, 30, cut 4 right plus, opens 120. Small crest, 150, line into 4 left minus, tightens 2 plus. Tightens 2 plus repeated, half long, 30. Line into 2 right, tightens early short, 1 plus. Opens extra long, tightens 2, keep in. Into 2 left minus long, opens 80. Keep flat left of a long crest, 40. Early 6 right plus, opens to keep right of a crest, into 6 left plus long, and 6 right minus of a crest, half long, opens 80. Keep right of a crest, into early 6 left plus, extra long, to keep left of a crest, 60, line into 4 right plus, half long, tightens cut, 3 plus, keep in, opens 20, neat, 2 left minus, tightens early, opens of a crest, 80. Line into 5 right minus, tightens 4, to keep right of a crest, into 4 left minus, half long, tightens early 2, opens of a crest, 50, 6 right plus, 80, keep left of a long crest, and line into 6 right minus long, tightens 3 plus, half long give in, 20, early 3 left plus, tightens 2 over crest, half long keep in, into 6 right plus, and line into 5 left plus long, tightens cut early 4, to crest into short 3 right plus, 60, unseen early flat 6 right of a crest, 120, keep flat left of a crest, into cut early 6 right plus, opens 60. Keep right of a crest, 50, line into 5 left minus, tightens early 4 plus, opens long, to flat left of a crest, 100, 6 right plus of a crest, extra long, keep very in of a crest, 40, line into turn, 2 left plus, tightens short, 1 plus. Turn, 2 left plus, tightens short, 1 plus repeated, into early 6 right minus. And 5 left plus, half long, keep in, and 6 right minus, half long, opens to keep left of a crest, early 4 right minus of a crest, tightens, 80. Line into 6 left minus, tightens of a crest, opens extra long, keep in of a crest, 80. 6 left plus, 50, turn 6 right minus, keep in of a crest, caution 20, turn 6 right minus, keep in of a crest, caution 20, crest 2 left plus, tightens, into 2 right plus, half long, 60, 6 left plus, into 6 right plus, 40, unseen early 6 left minus, keep in of a crest, 20, 6 right plus of a crest, opens 100, 6 right, extra long, keep in, 60, keep middle of it, long crest, 60, line into neat, 4 left minus, tightens 2, keep in. Into cut, early 2, right, opens 100, keep right, into cut, 5 left plus, over small crest, half long, keep in, and line into 5 right, half long, tightens minus, keep in, into 5 left plus, half long, opens to double caution, 5 right plus long, tightens 1 plus, tightens into hairpin left. Tightens 1 plus, tightens, hairpin left repeated. 50. 6 right plus, into 6 left plus, keep in and line into cut, 2 right tightens. To keep right of a crest, into 2 left minus, tightens 1 plus. And cut, early 1 right plus, to keep right of a crest, into half 2 left plus, opens extra long, to keep right of a crest and neat 4 left minus, tightens. 30. Early 5 right plus, keep in of a crest, into 6 left plus of a crest, opens 50. Neat 5 left plus, tightens narrow, minus 5 right, short 5 left plus, 50. Keep left of a crest, into 6 right long, tightens a bit, keep in of a crest, 80. 6 right minus, into 6 left minus, into 4 right minus long, cut, keep in. To crest, into early 5 left plus, opens over 100, tightens 4 plus, 4 left plus long, tightens 1 plus, 20, line into 1 right plus, half long, tightens a bit and opens long, into flat 6 left plus over crest, opens 100, line into turn, early 5 left plus, opens to tarmac, 60. That crest, 160, crest, 120, crest, 280, flat crest to crest, 200, 6 left plus over crest, 80, 6 left plus over crest, 80, crest, 200, keep right of a long crest, 50, 5 left plus half long, keep in of a crest and narrow bridge, 250, 6 right plus of a crest, keep in, 130, we're -1 and Marcus, early 6 left minus, 80, line into cut, early 6 right minus, opens long, 50, keep right of a long crest and 6 left plus, half long, 80, line into big cut, early 6 right, opens 120, line into 6 left minus long, opens 100, 6 left plus, 150, 6 right plus, keep in to turn, big cut early, 5 left minus to gravel, to 6 right plus, 80, 6 left plus long, into 6 right plus of a crest, 50, line into early, 5 left plus, tightens early, opens of a crest, 100, line into early 4 right plus, 50, line into 4 left minus, tightens 2 minus, half long tightens, 50, early 5 right plus half long, 40, 4 left minus tightens, into cut early 2 right half long, tightens and bit of it, opens of a crest, 40, keep right of a crest, into cut 6 left plus 20, 6 right minus half long, keep in of a crest, and 6 left of a crest, opens extra long, keep very in of a crest, 30, small crest, 60, keep right of a crest and turn big cut, 5 left minus, half long, tightens cut, what? Turn 5 left minus, half long, big cut, 60, line into 5 right minus of a crest, half long, tightens 4, 30, crest, 80, 6 right plus of a crest, 180, line into turn 4 left minus, tightens 3, opens extra long of a crest, 40, early short 6 right minus of a crest, opens 60, flat middle of a crest and 6 right plus of a crest, extra long to crest into early 6 right minus, into neat 4 right minus, tightens 2 of a crest, opens 80, 5 left plus half long, 100, early 6 right of a crest, opens 60, flat 6 right plus, opens to keep middle of a crest, 50, cut early 5 right plus, to flat right of a crest, 30, flat crest, 120, line into 6 left minus of a crest, tightens keep in, 30, 5 right plus half long, opens 120, line into 6 right of a crest, half long, tightens keep in of a crest, and 6 left plus, 80, 6 left plus, keep in of a crest, opens 60, early 6 left plus, keep in of a crest, into 6 right minus of a crest, extra long, keep in, 80, keep flat middle of a crest, 60, 6 left minus, tightens a bit, keep in of a crest, 30, 4 right plus long, tightens, repeating, 4 right plus long, tightens, half long, and 5 left minus, half long, tightens a bit of a crest, 40, cut early 5 right plus, opens 150, crest, 150, hold on.
Oh, it's much better.
Good drive.
The tires are much better, Bill.
Yeah, what's it like?
It's good.
Nothing miles.
I'm much more car control now, Bill.
Yeah?
Yeah.
It felt good on all that medium stuff. Just the jumps were a bit more comfortable.
Yeah, because that's the high bump. It's the only way to do it, Phil. Yeah.
Petter Solberg and Phil Mills have just completed stage 6 of this year's Finland Rally, but for the service crew waiting at time control, the work has just begun.
On the road section from the stages, we try by telephone and radio to debrief the driver as best we can, get an idea for what to expect in the service, if he's identified any problems with the car, if it's handling well, how the previous stage has gone, start to anticipate tyre choice for the next stage and so on. But there's nothing quite like looking the driver in the eye and having a chat to get the last bit of information and making sure that we've got exactly the job list right for the next service.
Yeah, all the time. Every time you're going that way.
So less bump and more rebound all the time.
Yeah, taking it away now. Much better straight away.
I'm Pierre Genon and I'm the Chief Rally Engineer for Subaru World Rally Team. And I will just go to him and say, all right, the stage conditions, as far as we know from our weather crews, are going to be like this, and I suggest we go with this tyre. He's obviously got his say in it as well, and I need his feedback from the previous stage to choose the tyre as well. And again, from the feedback that's been given on the setup of the car, and the expected stage conditions, I proposed a setup modification, and we'll do a little bit of a change in the balance of the car at the same time. So it's a bit of a bigger change than normal, so we just have to hope we got it right, and we'll see on the next stage.
As soon as Solberg passes the time control, the clock is ticking. The crew have 30 minutes to make repairs and the setup changes already discussed.
I'm John McLean. I work for Subaru World Rally Team and I'm #1 technician on Petter Solberg's car. When I get back, usually with my list from my engineer and what I've found myself and what Phil's told me, we'll get together in a group and we'll delegate the jobs. Obviously to each corner there's a man, and then I have what's called a floater, which is my 5th man. And he can do whatever I need him to do in respect to the car. We have an engine man, a transmission man, and electrical, and basically we'll dish the jobs out accordingly to each person's.
Obviously the guys are pretty well drilled. They work very much as a team. They've all got a role to do in the routine service on the car, and all the major jobs, things like gearbox changes, cross-member changes, that sort of thing, are rehearsed over and over again.
So the mechanics and engineers are all prepared for their respective jobs, and there's plenty to keep Solberg busy too. Starting with acknowledging his legion of enthusiastic fans. But there's still work to be done, finalising those all-important setup decisions.
Petter is very kind of proactive in everything. He thinks a lot about the car, the tyres and so on, so he likes to spend a long time talking to the engineers. He likes to sort of be looking over the engineer's shoulder when he's going through the data. He likes to be sure that, that he's gone over everything and is going in the right direction.
He gives loads of feedback. He's very enthusiastic, and it's good. It's good motivation. You have to channel it as best as you can. It tends to overflow a little bit and I get a bit more than I want, but that's the enthusiasm, and I've just got to deal with that and keep a structure to it so we can make decisions quickly.
My name's Ian Bishop. I'm working for SWRT. On this rally I'm a floating technician with working for John McLean, which is #1. We've replaced the front bumper. We have a filter inside the cabin for the driver and the co-driver, and we just replaced that. What would you say, a copybook service.
So with little damage and few mechanical problems to fix at this service, it's fairly routine work for the experienced Subaru mechanics. But when the pressure is on, the 30 minutes available can disappear very quickly.
What we hope normally is that it's routine maintenance, mostly checking the car over, making sure everything's tight, making sure nothing's bent, checking for leaks, damage, all that sort of stuff. That's the target.
It's when things start to go wrong or we find a problem and we have to suddenly, in a 30-minute service, change what we were going to do and delegate sort of the more important jobs. So Pierre will come on to me and say we must maybe even change a gearbox when we weren't expecting to change a gearbox, so we'll prioritise what we're doing.
10 minutes left before Solberg needs to check out of service. Petter is fulfilling his media commitments and the checks on the car continue.
I'm Luke Ansdale, work for the Subaru World Rally Team, looking after the engines on Petter Solberg and Chris Atkinson's cars. We can be changing turbochargers, electrical sensors, components on the engine, and exhaust manifolds, probably the worst we'd be looking at.
When things start to go wrong, when you've had a heavy landing after a big jump, when the car's had accident damage, when there are technical problems that the engineers can't get to the bottom of, then it can get a bit stressful as the time's ticking away.
No such problems today, though. With a couple of minutes left on the clock, Petter still has time to sign a few autographs. It's been another efficient job by the service crew, and Solberg is ready to rejoin the action in Finland. They are built to withstand all the extremes of terrain, weather, crashes and smashes that the WRC has to offer. And we're not talking about the cars. Onboard cameras are crucial in bringing the action to the viewer. They get to the places a conventional camera could not, capturing those unforgettable moments of joy and despair that make the World Rally Championship the spectacle it is.
This is one of the small onboard cameras we use. Typically we put this on the dashboard looking at the driver or the co-driver. Very light, very small, can't really see it when it's inside the car. Slightly larger camera we use to look through the windscreen, a bit bigger but the quality is that much better. This is the recorder package that lives in the base of the car. Weighs about 5 kilos, 2 bags of sugar roughly. 2 recorders, one there, and a big box of electronics so we can remote control them, switch the cameras, backup power supply so if the car crashes for any reason we can carry on recording to catch the action.
If you can think of somewhere to put a camera on a World Rally car, there's a good chance it can and probably has been done already.
We put them anywhere really. We've attached them to the windscreen looking back at the driver, which gives a lovely shot right in his face.
120.
On the outside it's a bit more difficult. We have to use a more robust camera because they get the weather, they get beaten, they get dust, they get a lot of vibration. We put them on the wing mirrors, we've even put them inside a wheel, actually looking out the brake disc so you can see it glow. You know, they have to withstand all this. We can almost put them anywhere, but they don't last very long.
Obviously, the picture quality is paramount, but the sound is of equal importance. Without audio, much of the impact of driver reactions, memorable incidents, and significant conversations with the team would be lost.
Which way? Which way?
The audio is vital. We want to hear every word that's said between the driver and the co-driver. When they're on the stage and when they're off the stage, we want to hear how well they've done when they finish the stage. We also want to hear any comments they have if the car stops for any reason. And also we want to hear the violence involved in cars going over the sort of roughest terrain there is.
Once a series of stages have been completed, the tapes have to be removed from the cars in service. Using specially developed tools, the onboard camera engineers have to work fast to complete the job and replace the used with new tapes.
We only have the same amount of time as the teams do to get in the car and fix any problem the cameras might have. And we can't get in the way of the team, we have to work round them. And we obviously don't have priority, but we want to get the camera fixed or replaced, whatever it needs. Otherwise, you know, it doesn't have a camera. You miss a lot of action, and we don't like that happening.
From the service area, the tapes are then taken to the broadcasting unit, where the footage can be accessed and used in the stage edits. Sections of relevance and interest are decided upon, and then looked for by our resident expert to be ready for inclusion in the show. Onboard cameras get you as close as you can possibly get to the action, but the WRC is also about the locations. High in the sky above the action is Wescam, the specialist camera equipment carried by a helicopter, which gives the viewer a real feel of the geography where the action takes place. Wescam is far more than just a camera strapped to the side of a helicopter. It's a highly advanced gyro-stabilized camera system that can operate efficiently in the most demanding of environments.
That's the biggest thing about this Wescam. I mean, you can pick up the same speed and altitude as the cars about. Here, as you see, there's nothing to worry about, such as power lines or whatever. So, and then you can make your shot really dynamically. The cars are always a challenge because they go very fast and they They brake, they accelerate, they take corners and stuff. It's one of the hardest things to film from a helicopter. It's controlled by a remote controller, which commands the camera, moves it up, down, left, right, zoom in, zoom out, focus, everything. Then there's another remote who does iris and colors of the camera, and then there's a third remote for the recorder, on and off, rewind, fast forward.
Just as important as the technology and skill involved in capturing quality images at altitude and under pressure is a good pilot.
He's got a little monitor next to him, so he sees exactly the same thing that I see. And then if he understands where the camera is pointing as opposed to the helicopter, and he helps you a bit, he can really improve the shots.
One of the major advantages of using Wescam is its versatility and its ability to follow the car's every move for more than just a passing second.
The target is the car, and you have to follow the car and keep it framed nicely. You can move in front of them, behind them, just on top. I mean, you can change position all the time, and you can film them for a really long time, and that's the big difference with a ground-based camera, where the car comes into frame and drives out of it again.
There was one car that shaped rallying in the 1970s. It was the legendary Mark II Ford Escort, revered by many as the ultimate rally car. Debuting at the Circuit of Ireland Rally in 1975, the Mark II had a 5-speed gearbox. The engine generated 270 brake horsepower through a rear-wheel drive transmission. Along with its earlier evolution, the Mark I, the Mark II took 25 victories and won many fans along the way.
There's only one car, and that's the Mark II Escort, a 2-litre BDA. As far as I'm concerned, I mean, it was just music to my ears. There's no, to this day, there's no rally car sounds anywhere near as good as what that did when you're out even spectating as a spectator in the middle of the forest at midnight. The noise was just incredible, and to actually drive one, I mean, you got the same buzz from driving the thing as well.
It was really a fantastic car. It was not really a car, it was an engine and something around the engine. But this engine was really so beautiful in the mountain, in the forest. It was crying like a lion. Beautiful, beautiful engine. The public, the French, the Corsican public was so happy to hear this car. It was when this car was coming, it was really fantastic.
The Escort stood out in its era as just the most magical car, and even now people bring them out to historic rallies and they're getting a second innings.
In relation to today's cars, I mean, you look back at them now and they're just very, very agricultural. But you know, they had fantastic engines, and I really think so much of the Escort was all about the way that the engine would rev up to sort of 9,500 RPM, and really it was just really about that.
You look at the car now, and I drive the car that Ari and I won the World Championship in occasionally. I take it at Goodwood, I've driven it up the hill at Goodwood. You open the bonnet, and you open the bonnet of one of these modern cars, so all electronics and everything's there. Open the bonnet of an Escort, you almost wonder where the engine's gone. This little BDA engine sitting in the middle of the car there. So simple, live rear axle, struts at the front. There was the simplicity of the car was the great appeal of it.
This car was a very good car and one of the classic, but for this type of ground, like here in Sweden, or on all the gravel rallies, where the best drivers on those surfaces were driving this car. Really, at this time, the Escort was one of the best cars.
They really were great days. We had lots of accidents in those cars in those days, but they're very strong. I walked away unscathed, which was a recommendation in itself. But it was a fight in those days, just us against the Fiats, until, of course, four-wheel drive came along. And when the four-wheel drive arrived in the form of the Audi, that was the end of two-wheel drive and the end of Escorts in a competitive form.
Horsepower, raw speed and noise. It can only be the Audi Quattro, arguably the greatest rally car of all time. This four-wheel drive turbocharged 500 brake horsepower monster belonged to the legendary Group B era of rallying. With 24 wins to its name, the Audi Quattro inspired a generation.
You had grip, you had performance, you had braking, way in excess of anything else that was around at the time. It was a quantum leap in rallying. It was the most superb rally car. When you got into one of those at the start of an event, you had the feeling that you were going to win. It was great.
It was very sort of agricultural. It was the first sort of four-wheel drive car. And you had none of the technology that you've got now in these cars. Or you had a solid centre diff, fixed drive, so you couldn't handbrake turn. That was just impossible to do that type of thing. So you had to be very, very aggressive driving style. And then coupled with that, you had a turbocharger. And again, you didn't have the sophistication that you've got now. You have lots of lag, so you probably had no power at all below 5,000 RPM. So there's a lot of things to try and master technique-wise. Left foot braking also to set the car up, left foot braking to keep the turbo spinning. But having said that, once you did master it, you got a great deal of satisfaction from it.
Hanno Mikkola, he was involved with the project from the start. Audi invited him to look at the car when they were first considering the rally project, and he decided in his own mind, yes, this car is going to be the way to go. He signed for Audi and was with them throughout their rallying successes, and very much he made it his car.
The Peugeot T16 had it all, simply one of the greatest rally cars in the world. Debuting in Corsica in 1984, this four-wheel drive Group B rocket took advantage of its massive 500 horsepower engine, securing 16 World Championship victories, and the man in charge of the team in 2005 was then behind the wheel of this now legendary car.
It was a special car because at this time it was the only one car who was thought very cleverly with a central engine, four-wheel drive, turbocharged engine, and it was really the first rally car made for rally at this period. I was test driver during the development, that means in 83, also in 84, and in 84 I drove for the first 3 rallies, and then I left this place to other drivers, and the year after we were world champion 2 years.
Yes, I was involved in this car at the beginning of the team in 81, 82. We started the design, and I was responsible for the chassis for this car. And for me it was a very good experience, and this car was a car for men.
At the beginning the car was difficult to drive because there was not power steering. It was very hard for the arm. Then in end of 84 we had the power steering, but we have got more power, which was a lot with a car around 1,000 kilos. And it was very fast car, and the corners came very quickly. So that was the difficulty, but it was so easy to drive and very easy. It was a fantastic car.
At the end we were at 450 horsepower for the race, and we have in development engine at 520 horsepower. But when we tested this car with Ari Vatanen, I remember Ari tell me it is too much for him. So for sure it was too much at the end.
We had at this time the best driver in the world possible. Ari Vatanen, Kankkunen, Timo Salonen, French, Bruno Sabi, 1 or 2 times Michel Mouton. It was a dream team at this time.
I am disappointed to never win the Safari Rally with this car. We were very close, but we have always some trouble. I think it's the only country we don't won, and we won all the other rallies. And now is a good memory of this car.